Hello learners, welcome to this IGNOU Facebook live session. Today we are going to discuss one of the very popular and important program of Indira Gandhi National Open University, that is MA Education program. Today we will discuss this program in two sessions. In first session we will discuss about an introduction to MA Education program, and in the second session we will discuss one of the very important component of this program, that is dissertation. Before starting our discussion, let me to introduce myself. I, Dr. Niradhar De, faculty member, School of Education, Indira Gandhi National Open University, welcome you all to this IGNOU Facebook live session. As you know, this program, MA Education program, is one of the popular program of Indira Gandhi National Open University, and what we have observed over the years, we are getting a consistent enrollment in this program, and that is also you will find the presence of this program is across our regional centers across our country, and in every session we are getting you can say the increase of enrollment in this program. So friends, let us start our discussion from the very beginning of the objectives of the program. First of all, the objective of the program is to provide learning experiences which will enable students to understand and appreciate knowledge structure and paradigm of education. As you know, education is a discipline. Just like other discipline, education is also a liberal discipline and a liberal subject which is being practiced in our higher education system in different colleges and in different universities. Many a time people ask about the very knowledge structure and very knowledge discourses in the discipline of education, that what are the different courses, what are the different content, and what are the different practices, what are the different activities are being discussed in MA Education program. When you will go through the detailed component of this program, different courses of this program, you will find that it addresses varieties of knowledge structure, varieties of you can say knowledge paradigm that deal in the discipline of education. It may be related to different perspectives of education, it may be philosophical perspective of education, it may be psychological perspectives of education, it may be sociological perspective of education, or it may be historical perspective of education. So this discipline or this program will enable you to understand the development of education in our country, starting from very beginning of the ancient system of education in Gurukul system of education, and we have reached at the modern system of education. So you will find that how there is a chronological development that has been happened in our country so far as education is concerned. That is also development of education at a different sector, at different stages. You can say at the school education stage, at the teacher education stage, at the higher education stage, at the technical education stage. So this program will help you to understand different paradigms of education, development of education, and different construct of knowledge so far as educational discipline is concerned. And the scope of this program is also to cater to deal you can say the practical aspect or the practice aspect of education. Just like I can give you the example, teacher education as one of the professional branch of the broad discipline of education. So this program will also orient you to be a teacher, to be a teacher educator, at the same time to gain varieties of knowledge that you can further use for your own development and to make education discipline as a profession in your life. The second objective of this program is to understand education as a discipline from different contexts and perspectives. I have already explained that the different perspectives of education may be related to educational technology, may be related to online education, may be related to philosophical perspective of education, psychological perspective of education, sociological perspective of education, at the same time historical perspective of education. You will find, you will go through a detailed understanding about how education functions, how education works in different sector of society, different sector of our educational development. And further, another objective of this program is to develop professionals for effective participation in educational actions and discourses in different areas of education. We talk about measurement and evaluation, we talk about educational research. In a higher education system, if you pursue a discipline, you will pursue a master program. Research is one of the integrated part of any higher education system. So that's why in this program you will be acquainted with first of all to understand what is educational research, and at the same time what processes that you have to follow for conducting one educational research, for conducting a type of project, a type of research. So that's why when I talk about education as a discipline, it includes different perspectives of education, at the same time research, at the same time operational dimensions of education also. That means education being a discipline, how it operates, how it functions in different dimensions of the society, how it functions at the you can say school education stage, at the pre-primary education stage, at the secondary and senior secondary education stage, then further at the higher education stage, then technical and professional education stage. So that's why different areas of knowledge that are being discussed in education, you will be acquainted with it. Then further, another objective of this program is to create a community of scholars adequately equipped for participation in educational discourses. So the very objective and the very aim of this program is to create a group of scholars, those are well acquainted with you can say with different educational knowledge, with different educational discourses, and you will find that a group of scholars who will pursue this program can be a teacher educator, they can teach at the teacher education in institutions, they can teach the B.Ed, they can teach the M.Ed students, and they can be a faculty, to teach education as a liberal subject also. At the same time, in different other areas, just like in different non-government organization sector, even if one can also establish himself or herself by doing certain independent work in the field of education, and one can be establish a school also, one can work as an educational administrator also. So friends, this program will help you, you can say help you to be professionally trained to be a teacher educator. At the same time, this program will also help you to understand education in its totality and to work as a teacher and as a professional in different other aspects also. Now let us go forward to discuss about different other aspects of this MA education program. First of all, the eligibility of this program is a bachelor's degree in any discipline with or without a degree in education from a recognized university. So here anyone who is having a bachelor's degree can enroll in MA education program. Total credit of this program is of 68, and this is a 2 years program. In first year, the learners have to study 34 credits, and in the second year they have to study 34 credits. I have already said that the minimum duration of this program is of 2 years and maximum duration of this program is of 4 years. And this program is offered in both the sessions of Indira Gandhi National Open University. As per the IGNOU practices, we offer MA education program in January as well as July session of every year. For July 2021 session, just enrollment admission process has completed, and very shortly admission process will start for January 2022 session. If you have not enrolled, definitely enroll in this program. Further, so far as medium of instruction is concerned, the medium of instruction of MA education program is English. The self-learning material that we have developed, that is in English language. However, one can write their assignments, term and examination and dissertation in Hindi medium. Course-wise assignment are there. Every course the learners they are supposed to write the assignment. So, the assignment they can write both in English as well as in Hindi language. And as per IGNOU practices, we conduct term and examination twice in a year, that is in the month of June and further in the month of December in every year. So, that is why in term and examination, if you want, you can write your term and examination in English as well as in Hindi. And further, in the second year of this program, one important course is there, practical oriented course is there, that is dissertation. In dissertation, you are supposed to prepare a research proposal, then you have to do a research and you have to submit a research report. So, here for preparing the research proposal as well as for preparing the research report, you can write it in both the languages, in English as well as Hindi. As per your you can say language expertise, in which language you are comfortable, either in English or in Hindi, you can write your assignment, term and examination as well as dissertation. And so far as program fee is concerned, you will find that in every session there is slightly change in the program fee. So, that is why I am not going through the program fee that was fixed that was for the July 2021 session. So, you have to go through the IGNOU common prospectus when admission announcement will be done. So, you will find that the total program fee. So far as January 2021 session, total program fee was 18,400. The learners they have to pay 9,200 at the first year of the MA education program and again 9,200 at the second year of this program. Let us go forward. So far as the program framework is concerned, MA education program comprises in 4 groups of courses with differential weightage. 4 groups are just like first group is basic course on education, second group is core courses, third group is courses on knowledge generation in education, and group D is specialized areas in education. So, these are the 4 different components, 4 different areas in which the entire 2 years program is developed. Now, let us go forward to understand that what are the different courses are there in each area. First of all, the first group is basic course on education. You will find one course that is included in this group, that is course code is MES011 and the course title is understanding education. This is a 4 credit course and this course is offered in the first year of this program. As you know, in eligibility I have said that those who have studied education as a discipline, as a subject in their graduation level, they are eligible to pursue MA education program, and the learners those have not pursued education or studied education as a discipline in their graduation program, they can also pursue this program. So, keeping in consideration of a learner who has not studied as a subject or a discipline at the graduation level, this course has been kept specifically for them, though it is for all, but mostly it will be beneficial to those group of learners who have not studied education as a discipline at their graduation level. So, here you will go through educational contents and concepts relating to the concept of education and different areas of education. So, this is the basics, or you can say, to understand education as a discipline. So, this course is a type of surface level of course, and further this course will link you to other courses. So, this course will help you to understand the content and deliberations that are being included in other courses of MA education program. Now, further in the second group, that is the core courses. This is the group of core courses. In this group you will find 4 different courses are there, that is MES 012 Education, Nature and Purpose, MES 013 Learning, Learner and Development, MES 014 that is Societal Context of Education, then MES 015 that is Operational Dimensions of Education. You will find that total credit of each course in this group is of 6. So, total 4 courses are there in this group. All the courses are the core courses, compulsory courses. So, total 24 credit courses you have to study from this group, from group B. So, let me to say the first course, that is Education, Nature and Purpose, will help you to understand the very content, the very concept that are included in education discipline. So, you have to understand about the nature, the meaning, nature and scope of education, different agencies of education. Then you will come across to understand the philosophical perspective of education. Okay. So, you will find that it may be the concept of education given by different educationists, great educationists. It may be Eastern, it may be Western educationist, or it may be Eastern educationist. You can take the example of Gandhiji, you can take the example of Rabindranath Tagore, you can give the example of Swami Vivekananda. So, you will find that how they have conceptualized education, and what is their concept, that how school should be there, what is their concept about a school, and what is their concept about curriculum, how curriculum should be designed, and what are the content and what are the concept that supposed to include in school curriculum, what the learners, what the students they supposed to study at the school education stage, at the higher education stage, or also in different technical and professional education. And this course will also help you to understand the pedagogical aspect, that means what methods, what techniques, what strategies supposed to be used to teach the students. And friends, the second course code is MES 013 and course title is Learning, Learner and Development. So, this is another course, it will help you to understand the psychological perspectives of education. So, here you will come across to understand the concept of psychology, then concept of education, then the concept of educational psychology, how psychology helps to understand education, and how psychological theories, psychological concepts, psychological laws are being practiced in education. So, that is why education is called as a practice discipline, so far as you can say, if you will correlate it, if you will understand in the context of psychology. The theory, the principles that are being given, that are being discussed in psychology are being practiced in education. It may be relating to study habits, it may be relating to, you can say, intelligence, different attributes, different variables. You can take the example. You can take the example of attitude, you can take the example of achievement, you can take the example of intelligence. What are the different theories of intelligence? How intelligence can be measured? Okay. So, friends, this course will help you to understand the psychological perspectives, then accordingly how to practice it in education so far as teaching learning process is concerned. Okay. So, how to design curriculum as per the child centered approach. Okay. So, what is the concept of the constructivism? What is the concept of the constructivist approach of teaching learning process? So, how to design a curriculum, how to teach the students, how to engage the students in teaching learning process, how to understand the learners, how to understand different, understand their different mental abilities. Okay. So, that is also another important aspect of this course. And for the MES 014, that is Societal Context of Education, it is another course. This course will help you to understand the sociological perspective of education, to understand our society, to understand the diversities of our society, then how education is called as a miniature of the society, how education is one of the important aspect of the society, and how society and education are interlinked with each other, how education helps for the development of the society, at the same time how our societal practices, our societal norm, our society, that also help for the development of education. So this course will help you to understand our society, at the same time to understand education also. Further, the last course of this group, that is MES 014, that is societal context, that is 015, that is operational dimensions of education. This course will help you to understand how education operates in different areas of our educational system. Okay, it may be school education, it may be higher education, it may be technical education, it may be different professional education. So this course will also help you different regulatory bodies. Okay, so how the regulatory bodies function, how you can say how they discharge their duties, and how they manage education in the country. So this is one of the practical course, you can say, that you will understand about different operational issues that we follow in our country so far as the development of education is concerned. Further, in group C, you have the courses on knowledge generation in education. In this group, 2 courses are there, that is MES 016, course title is educational research, this is a 6 credit course, and further MESP 001, course title is dissertation, this is a 10 credit course. MES 016 educational research is included in the first year of this program, and dissertation, that is included in the second year of this program. So here you see courses on knowledge generation, that means whatever you have studied, it may be in the understanding education course in the group A, and further the core courses in group B, here you have to apply it for generating new knowledge, for generating new concept. So that's why you have to create certain things, you have to do certain things. So keeping in consideration for doing a research, for creating certain new knowledge, here 2 courses have been kept. First, educational research, you will acquaint yourself that what is the concept, what are the different approaches, what are the different processes that you have to follow for conducting educational research, how to select a problem, then after selecting a problem, how to conduct a study, what types of tools that you are supposed to develop, supposed to prepare for collecting data, how to collect a sample, okay, and further what are the different methods that you are supposed to use for conducting a study, okay, and further how to analyze the data that you got by using the tools that you have developed. Then after analyzing the data, how to write a report, and starting from preparing a research proposal, then further writing a research report, you will acquaint yourself with different all the processes for conducting one educational research. So this course will enable you, and this course will provide you a theoretical understanding about conducting, first of all understanding about educational research, and further conducting educational research. And the second course, that is dissertation. So whatever knowledge, whatever concept, whatever understanding you have got from educational research, you have to apply here, you have to implement here. So in this course, you have to, in dissertation, you have to prepare a research proposal, you have to do the dissertation, and at the same time you have to write a report. In our next session, we will discuss with full detail that what are the different operational issues are there so far as the dissertation course is concerned. Now let us go forward. In group D, we have the courses related to specialized areas in education. Friends, here you will find that 5 different specialized areas are there, just like higher education, distance education, educational management and administration, educational technology, and adult education. 5 different areas of specialized courses are there. What you have to do, the learners have to select any one area among the 5 areas and have to study all the courses in that area. Here total credit in each area is of 24. So friends, in each area you will find 24 credits courses. You will find either 4 courses are there in one area, or only in one area, that is in the second area. In distance education 5 courses are there, but so far as credit is concerned, in every area 24 credit courses are there. What you have to do, you have to select
any one area among these 5 areas, and you have to study all the courses that are included in that area in the second year. To more specific, in 5 different areas in higher education, you see 4 courses are there: MES 101, 102, 103 and 104. In distance education, 5 courses are there: educational management and administration 4 courses are there, educational technology 4 courses, and adult education 4 courses. So among these 5 areas, you have to select any one area and you have to study all the courses included in that area. So far as the program transaction is concerned, first of all, you will find a complete self-learning material for this program, including the core courses, including the knowledge generation courses, at the same time specialized areas courses that are being included in the second year. And you will also find a program guide, at the same time you will also find one dissertation handbook. Okay. So that are all the courses, the soft copy of the courses, at the same time program guide and dissertation handbook are uploaded in eGyanKosh portal of Indira Gandhi National Open University, and if you have opted to get the hard copy, then definitely you will get the print material, a complete learning material, learning package, printed learning material at your home in post. Okay. So you will go through, you will read the materials, and further another important aspect of program transaction, that is we conduct counseling session in each course, and also we conduct induction program at the study center or at the regional center level, and we have also started taking sessions online by using different Facebook Live, by using Facebook Live or in YouTube Live also. Just like today I am discussing about this program, we will also take many sessions relating to e-induction, relating to other aspect of this program. And I have already said that compulsory assignment is one of the evaluation strategy of this program. In every course you will find that assignment is there. You have to write the assignment and you have to submit the assignment. 30% credit is given for your certification, especially in this category, especially in assignment. And for the term and examination, 70% credit is given, weightage is given for the term and examination. And every year in June and December we conduct term and examination. Then regular teleconferencing session, interactive radio counseling session in TV and radio. At the same time, regular live session in different social media we conduct to make us presence at your doorstep. By using your mobile, by using your system, computer system, you can contact with us, you can understand different aspect, and you can also address your queries. Further, so far as evaluation system is concerned, I have already said that 30% weightage is given to assignment and 70% weightage is given to your term and examination. You require a minimum D grade for passing a component in a course. It may be assignment or it may be term and examination, but you require a combined C grade for completion of a course, of a theory course of this program. But so far as dissertation program is concerned, dissertation course is concerned, I will discuss in our next session. Therefore, a dissertation evaluation, dissertation report, at the same time Vivavas, minimum C grade you have to earn. As per the IGNOU practices, we follow a 5-point grading system, that is A, B, C, D and E. I have already said that for successful completion of a course, of a theory course in MA education program, you have to earn at least a C grade. And in consolidated, for successful completion of this program, you have to earn also a C grade, not D grade. And so far as admission process is concerned, I have already said that January 2022 session is likely to be announced. If you have not enrolled, definitely go through IGNOU website. You will find the online admission link and follow that link. and take admission. So your admission will be conducted. You can take direct admission by uploading the requisite documents. It may be your mark sheet, it may be your degree certificate, and you can also you can say pay your fee online. So you can take direct admission in January 2022 session. Just to mention here, in 36th Foundation Day of Indira Gandhi National Open University, as I have already said that this program is a popular program. This program awarded as the best master degree program. This is for your information. For further queries, you can write a mail to me, niradhar@ignou.ac.in. You can make me a telephone call also. My intercom is 2994, and you can visit my Facebook, my YouTube channel. The name of my channel is Transforming Education, and you can also follow my Twitter handle. So you will find many such video lessons that will help you a lot for your study. Thank you. राजेश जी, थोड़ा सा पानी मिल सकता है क्या? एक